Happy Wednesday, everybody! Welcome to Wednesday Live. Welcome to Homebuilt Workshop, where, as the name suggests, it's live. We're live. It even told me that here on the screen. I hope all of you are doing awesome this morning or this afternoon. How about, I hope you're all doing awesome today. There we go. I'm going to get that right one of these days. Make sure we're on the right chat thingy here. Paul's here! Paul, you beat me! Paul says hello all. Yes, I'm a couple minutes late getting started here this morning. We are, the schools are on spring break here, so we were doing some stuff. And I got delayed just a little bit, but that's all right. We're here to hang out for a while and chat, see what you guys are up to, get caught up, get up to speed on everything. Paul says hello all. Hair dude says what's up. Hello everybody. What's up, man? What's going on? How's everybody down in Australia? Like always, I got my coffee. I almost drank it all this morning, but I didn't. I made sure to save some so I could have something to sip on while we're hanging out here. So Paul, it looks like you've been busy working on some guitar bodies. Those are looking like they're turning out very nice. Hey dude, what are you working on? And what's everybody else working on? I always love to hear what everybody's got, what kind of projects y'all are working on. Harry dude says, swearing at stage lights again. Oh, those darn lights. You know, I saw some, I don't know, you might know what they're called. I was watching a video, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Unquendor guitars. I don't know if I said that exactly right. Daniel's the guy's name, and I believe he's in Sweden, Norway. I might get that wrong. Somewhere in that area. But he was setting up some guitars for a guitar show that he's going to be going to. He's building a little display thing. And he had these little can lights. They're like, I mean, I couldn't really tell, but they look like they were maybe 3-4 inches in diameter. These little can lights, they had barn doors and everything, and they looked super cool. And he was using them to light up his guitars for the display. And I thought, man, those would be pretty cool. I might look into some of those and see if I can figure out what the heck they are. I don't know if they're like an actual stage light. I mean, I don't know what you would do with a can light that small, but it looked pretty cool for the kind of the uses he was using them for. But yeah, that was kind of cool. I thought those were neat. I'd never seen those before. Maybe it was more a theatrical application or something really small, but it was pretty cool. Paul says, yes, always. Lego 1 was a bit of a challenge, but it's done. Oh, man, it's completely done. That's cool. Harry Dude says, sounds like par 16s. Ooh, that gives me something to look up. I'm not familiar with that. It was super neat. I don't know what kind of bulb it took or anything, but it was really small. It was pretty cool. I'll check that out, par 16. Yeah, it looks like a neat application. I wonder if it'd be kind of cool in here, like for more lighting instead of the clamp lights. A lot of, I don't know if I can get this down. A lot of what I use in here are super. Sorry, it's kind of weird. I'm like, I'll smash. I can't. It won't reach. A lot of what I use are these super inexpensive clamp lights. You probably see them like the hardware store or something. You can, it's got the little squeezy clamp deal. I've got, I don't know, 3-4 of these things around, plus LED overhead ones. But I'm always looking for different ways to light stuff. I think those little ones would be kind of cool. Well, what in the world have I been working on? Really? It's like crunch week. here for the guitar show. Although I have pretty much everything done, I find that I keep thinking of other things to get ready for. Um, getting things made up like email list papers, so people can sign their email address and join the mailing list and all that sort of stuff. And I keep thinking of other things that I need to have in place. Uh, so I've just been working on little odds and ends, and I feel like overall, I feel like I really haven't gotten a whole lot done in the grand scheme of things. But that's really what I've been working on, is just the final touches for everything that I'm going to be taking to the Colorado Custom Guitar Show and Luthier's Expo. That name is a mouthful. But it's this Sunday. I can't believe it. Like in just a few days, I'm going to be up in Denver, North Glen, I believe it is, and have my booth set up there. And I'm super excited. What I feel like is, in trying to check all the boxes, I feel like I'm getting ready to play like a big show. Like every time we, had a big gig coming up, there's so many things that I want to make sure we have, and I feel like it's exactly the same thing. So I'm super excited, and can't wait to get to it. But yeah, it's I every time I think I've got everything done, then I think of another thing or two that maybe I should put together. But the only other thing I have to get, I think Harry Dude mentioned it. Harry Dude says lots of extension cables, power boards, USB chargers. Can use your iPad for email sign up. I almost think I could. I could just bring up the web page, because I also have the form on a web page on the website. Yeah, I might be able to do that. That's a good thought. I'm gonna try that, because I'm thinking I'm gonna be taking. Well, I've got the screen. That I've got the videos all loaded up on that. I've got that thing ready to go. I still need to get another power strip. I have so many power strips, but they're all in use. so I need to get another power strip to take up there, because I got to be able to plug in all the stuff like you mentioned. Chargers. I'm going to bring the iPad. Bringing the laptop. I don't know what all I'm going to need, but I want to have everything. I do have power at my booth, so it won't really be a problem. I just got to make sure I have all the cables, extension cables, power strips, chargers, the mount. I'll bring the iPad mount and all that stuff, and yeah, just all that final stuff, because I don't want to get up there and go, dang, I should have brought whatever. Harry Dude says multiple copies of the videos and multiple USB drives. Redundancy. Yeah, that's a good point too. In case I lose that darn USB drive, I should throw it on a second one. I'm also going to have the laptop there, which I can connect to the monitor and play off of the laptop as well. So I've kind of been thinking about that too. Yeah, because who knows? I don't really know what to expect. Again, kind of like a show. You hope that the show is going to go great, but you just never know what you're going to come across. So really, that's kind of what I feel like. I feel like I'm just getting ready to go play some big gig, or potentially big gig. But yeah, just getting everything ready, and I've got a whole heap of stuff that I keep setting aside. That's going to get loaded up Sunday morning. I heard it says business cards, merch. Yep, I got all that. Another batch of stickers just showed up on Monday. I have all the merch that I'm going to have. I was hoping to have some new T-shirts, but they're kind of expensive, and I just didn't pull it off. I didn't get that. It's the only thing I didn't get that I really kind of wanted to have. But yeah. I did decide I'm going to take some parts as well. I kind of have an overstock of a few parts and things that I really don't think I'm going to use. So I've made some little trays so I can have some little parts and things. And yeah, it's just whatever I can come up with to take up there. But I'm super excited. Not really nervous or anything. It's, that part of it's not as big a deal. Of course, when I get there, it's like, again, like a show. Once you get there and you start setting up, then who knows? But I just think it's going to be super fun. And I want to encourage anyone, anywhere near the Denver, Colorado area, if you guys are in the neighborhood, stop in this Sunday. The guitar show, I can tell you exactly where it is. It's at the Delta Hotel in North Glen. Starts at 10 a.m., runs till 4 p.m., and yeah, it's going to be awesome. So many local guitar builders, a few from out of state, but a lot of them are all Colorado locals. My friend Matt at Zimbelman Guitars is going to be there. Brandon with Talon Guitars, he's going to be there. Several other builders that I know are going to be there. Lots of builders from Denver. It's just going to be an awesome time. And so many handmade acoustics as well as electrics. It's just going to be awesome. And I am super excited and glad to be a part of it this year. I do plan on doing kind of a vlog style video of that day. You know, really probably starting from loading up in the morning and the trip up there and setting up, and then, you know, kind of a tour around the show, and it's just going to be cool. But I do want to encourage anybody in the area, stop by, say hi. Even if you're not looking for a guitar, just stop and look at all of the awesome handmade instruments. There's just going to be so many up there to check out. And stop by, say hi, get some stickers and some other stuff. My booth is going to be, so when you walk into the hotel, it kind of goes into the main lobby, and you go down the stairs, there's a vintage radio tube electronics section. They're having, that's a whole separate deal, but it's combined with the guitar show. And then behind that is the acoustic guitar area, kind of in the open lobby. And then in the back where the conference rooms are is where all of the electric builders are, because that's where the power is. I'm going to be back there. And I'd love to meet any of you that are in the area. Stop by, say hi. It's going to be fun. Henry's here. Henry says morning. Good morning, Henry. How are you today? On this nice spring-like morning. Although it's supposed to get super windy later. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Right now, it's quite nice out. So, what else are we working on around here? Well, other than guitar show preparation, we're on spring break, or schools are on spring break. So, Haley's here home, and we got a couple things to work on. I'm trying to work on get a project knocked out with her, so that'll be kind of fun. Not necessarily, if we get to it, it's not going to necessarily be a how-to type project video. It's more of a day in the life kind of thing. Just some stuff that we got to work on and get knocked out. But I told her when I'm done with this live, we're gonna go and try to get started on it. So just a few repairs and things around the place that we need to take care of. Not too much out and about running around right now. We since school's off, we have one of our vehicles at the shop getting a couple of things fixed on it. So right now we're without wheels here at the house, which is not a problem. Henry says, doing well. Down in the Springs for work 2 days a week now. Hoping to make it to the show. Oh, dude, that would be so awesome. And anybody else that you can get to come out, that'd be fantastic. Again, I'm going to be in the back, behind all of the acoustic stuff, in the conference rooms. But yeah, look me up. I'm right inside. So I don't even know how to describe it. But if you're down in front of all the acoustics, looking back toward the conference rooms, I think, and it may change, but the tentative layout, I'm going to be right inside the door to the left. It doesn't make any sense trying to tell you that unless you're familiar with the layout, but they have a couple of big doors that are open, and I'm going to be on the left side, I think. Unless it changes when I get there, but tentatively, that's where I'm going to be. But you'll see me. You'll find me. I'll be there. A friend of mine is going to be going up there with me just to kind of help man the table and stuff like that. That way, someone can always be at the table. Like if if either one of us want to go out and walk around and look at some of the stuff, somebody will be at the table. So if you see the table but you don't see me there, just hang tight. I'll be back. Yeah, I'm so excited for that. It's gonna be so cool. Nicola says, "Ciao from Italy. Been following a lot lately. Thanks for all the tips. You make woodworking seem funny." Oh, right on. Well, welcome. Yeah, I mean it's not all. I don't know. You don't have to be like all serious and when you're working on stuff, you got to have fun. If you're not having fun building stuff, then what are you getting out of it? At least that's my opinion. I like to have fun, and if everything was, serious and then it would just yeah. It just wouldn't be the same for me. If you're not having fun what you're doing what you do, then I'm glad you're enjoying it though. Thank you. And welcome. I'm glad you can tune in. Nicholas says too many people are too serious, right? Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying. I want to have fun. Life's too short to be super serious all the time. There's a time and a place for that sort of thing, but overall, I want to have fun. I want to make stuff, whatever the project is. Yeah, we don't need to be so serious. We can loosen up. We can have a little fun. Right on. That's super good coffee. Sorry if I keep drinking on it, but I can't just talk and chat with you guys without a little something to drink. Hey, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button. If you enjoy these lives, if you enjoy hanging out, and if you're not, I'm sure all of you are, but hit that subscribe button too. I'd love to have you on as a subscriber if you're not already. Henry says, "What's the main project for after the guitar show?" Henry, that's an awesome question, man, because I posted yesterday on the Instagrams. I'm starting to get a few parts in that will be applied to my acoustic guitar sidebender. I believe that's going to be the first project after the show. At least that's the plan. I've got drawings drawn up to cut the sides. I picked up material from my local hardwood dealer, JW Hardwoods, out in Peyton. Not sponsored, but that's where I like to go to get stuff. Picked up some plywood from there that I'm going to use to build the sides, and probably some of the other pieces as well. But the acoustic guitar sidebender, I think, is going to be the first project. Like I said, I've already got parts ordered. A few things have come in. The little press clamp deals that you'll use to clamp down the bits. That's the plan to get that built, and then yeah, I've got some off the guitar topic things that I need to get done. We have an old tractor here that we use for different tractor type purposes, and I got to rebuild the carburetor on that thing because it's a disaster. The tractor sat for a ton of years, just with old gas and stuff in there. So I've taken the carburetor apart probably half a dozen times to clean it out, and I've never put new gaskets and stuff in there. But it's coming time to to start to get that thing rebuilt. So I got to rebuild the carburetor on that. Super easy to do, but we're going to do a video on it in case someone else needs to do that somewhere down the road. And just some other things. I've been kicking around maybe the idea of doing kind of an outdoor planter type garden bed thing. Although here it's so hard to grow a garden just because we don't get the rain, and when we do, it comes down in hail. So unless you have something over the top to keep the hail off it, but I would really like to have some outdoor garden beds. I don't know if I'll do that or not, but I don't know. That's kind of what I'm planning on. The side bender, I got to do the carburetor rebuild, and then I'll probably roll into at some point starting on the next acoustic guitars. Nicholas says, I'm looking for an idea for a small, easy thing to build and sell to raise money for the dog shelter I volunteer at. Any ideas? And I'd love to hear from all of you. What sort of ideas do you have? What are some projects that maybe you could batch out to sell to raise some money for stuff like that, which is awesome for the dog shelter. That's way cool. Some things that come to mind for me would probably be, the easier, I say easier, but, maybe cutting boards. Maybe you do a batch of cutting boards, You don't have to get super fancy for them. You can just get some regular lumber, and glue up, maybe make some cutting boards. It's just something that, a lot of people like and use, really. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Maybe you could. Let me think. I'll think of some more stuff too. Paul says I'll send you a pipe side bender, scorched fingers and frustration. Makes you super proud of your guitar. Yeah, I can burn my fingertips off. I'll probably find a way to burn myself with the side bender. I've got the heating blanket. Should be here later this week. I'll probably burn myself on that. And it's nowhere near a hot pipe. Henry says, dog related would be best. Maybe one of those wood frames to raise up dog bowls. That's a good one. Yeah, you could. My thought with that is you'd almost need to include the dish, right? Because there's tons of different size dishes. But yeah, you build you a frame, do a couple of circle cutouts that a dish could sit down in. Put some dishes with it. That way they, whoever has the right size. That's a great idea as well. Harry Dude says, Henry, I was thinking exactly the same thing. Paul says, I agree with Henry. Something dog related like the raised bowl ideas. Yeah. Harry Dude says, wooden signs with carved paw prints. Yeah, maybe you could do some sort of more of a wall hanging, just kind of an art piece maybe. Maybe you cut some, I don't know what size, but some sort of a shape, square or something, and you carve some paw prints in there, and maybe it hangs on the wall or something like that. Henry says you could make small dog tags and wood burn the customer's dog name or something at the booth you have. Yeah. Nicholas says, wow, nice ideas. I'm not a pro, so how's the easiest way to carve? Maybe those little engravers? Yeah, you could if you have one or have access to one. You probably, and by the way, you don't have to be a pro. It's just you're making cool stuff. So don't let that ever stop you. So I wanna encourage you there. Even if you say you're not a pro, don't let that stop you from jumping in and doing some awesome stuff. You could. I've not ever done it, but I don't see why you couldn't even just do it by hand, right? If you could get a little carving gouge, like a little chisel type carving chisel, you could probably just scoop that out of there and do it by hand. Maybe even draw the paw print by hand. Now, I don't know how long that would take, honestly, but it would be pretty awesome. You'd have the little carved marks in the wood. It probably would look pretty awesome. You could even, I'll bet you know what? I think you could even use, I'm not saying this one exactly, right? But like a Dremel tool, you know? And you put get a little carving burr, you can get a little burr thing, and you could just go in there and carve that. That actually might be one of the easier methods to do. Get a little carving burr in a rotary tool. Look, mine's got like buffing compound all over it. But, oh, there's a knock on the door. Hold, please. Hi, kiddo. We have a visitor. Careful. You coming to say hi?
Yeah.
Tell everybody hi.
Hello. Bright
Wait.
in here.
Yeah, it is kind of bright in here. But yeah, that would be my suggestion. Let me finish my thought here. Maybe a Dremel or a rotary tool of some sort with a carving burr on there, and you could carve out the prints. Or
Carve me.
yeah, that would probably hurt. Just a guess.
Probably.
Let's see. So Henry says, or a small wood-mounted hook rack for dog leashes. Oh, that's another good one. There's a hair. I don't know where that could have came from. No. Paul says, I think you should invest in a 20,000 CNC so you can batch out $2 dog bowls. Just kidding. Yeah, don't do that. There's no need. Nicholas says, wooden keychains with a dog paw. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Or, you know what? Yeah. Maybe like leather. You could use leather and, just punch a hole in there. And you could put, I'll bet you if you have a local leather supply shop, they probably have stamps. And I'll bet you could find a dog print stamp to put on the leather. That might be cool too. And really, it wouldn't even have to be big. You could just make a little small disc or something. You punch a little hole, stamp the dog. Sorry, kiddo, I'm covering your eye. Stamp like a paw print or something in there. That could be a neat little thing too. Could be used for a dog collar or a keychain or something like that. Henry says Dremel is good for small carving too. Bam, there it is. Harry Dude says carve out with small chisels or the Dremel Proxon rotary tools. Yeah, there we go. Scott's here. Scott says hi. What's up, Scott? Nicholas says ciao. Henry says, do you have any dogs? We do not have any dogs.
Boo. I want one.
Yeah, Haley would love to have a dog, but we don't have a dog. And we actually don't have any pets ourselves.
Other than our cats.
Yeah, there's a couple, they're sort of community cats. They're barn cats, and they're always out and around. So, and some of you have seen them in some recent videos, because they come over and frequently visit a lot. They may as well be ours, but they're kind of community here.
We raised and trained them. So.
David's here! David! David says this guy's legend. Excellent work in quality. Well, thank you, David. I will be finding a box for you, and then I'll be in touch. Right on, David. We got a super chat. Super chat from David. Right on. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Right on. That's cool. It's the little bird. I love it. Right on, man. Thank you, David. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. David says, cannot wait. I know. The biggest challenge for me, I think, is going to be finding a box to fit them in, but we're going to find one. Haley and I are already looking around. Paul says, I have 5-month-old puppy I could give to you. Right now he only weighs 80 pounds and still growing. Is he a lab of some sort? Yeah, I don't.
Mine.
I've had puppies.
Accept the offer.
No. Be careful. Be careful what happens here. I love dogs. How about pretty much all animals, really. But yeah, the training, the puppy training, it doesn't sound fun. I've done that before years ago, and yeah, that's a lot of work. David says, much obliged. No worries. Right on. Nicholas says, ciao. Ciao, my friend. I need a sip of coffee. It's starting to get warm in here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's bright in here too.
Yeah. It's because we have all the lights on, so everyone can see us.
No, turn them off.
No,
It will become dark.
Yeah. I do need to take this jacket off, though. Robert's here. What's up, Robert? Robert says, hello, sorry I'm late. Got your helper there. Yes, sir.
Hello.
We got spring break going on here. Here, scooch. Yeah, schools are on spring break here, so yeah, we got the week. We got the week to hang out, work on a few things. I already told everybody that you and I got a project to work on when we're done.
Darn it.
Hey, we get to tear some stuff off.
And get some splinters? Yeah, sounds great.
Right on, Robert. What are you up to this fine Wednesday? Paul says half bull mastiff, half Great Dane. Oh yeah, he will be huge. Yeah, he's gonna be giant.
Mine.
He's gonna be super huge. Scott says, does your helper like get your guitar line being named after her? Why don't you tell everybody what you think?
Hecklepur.
Yeah, that's autocorrect. It's fine.
No, it's not.
How do you like having guitars named after you?
It's not bad.
It's not bad. There you have it, folks. Right from the horse's mouth. It's not bad. How do you like Haley guitars? Yeah, it's not bad. Henry says, I hope she's getting royalties. Yeah, we're going to have to renegotiate the royalty contract.
Because I'm not.
Robert says, just got up. Stayed up till around 5 this morning. So, oh well. Right on. I don't remember the last time I stayed up till 5 in the morning. It's been a long time. Probably
the latest or earliest, whatever you want to call it, is 3:06.
Exactly?
Yeah.
3:06?
In the morning.
It's probably been, I don't know. It was probably when you were just a wee baby when I stayed up till 5 a.m. Because I remember a few of those nights. Those of you that have kids you probably know what I'm talking about. And then before that, it was probably some band show nights. I remember tons of nights like that. You get done with the show at 1:30 in the morning, kind of deal. By the time you load up, drive, and get something to eat. Don't shake the. Don't kick everyone.
Bye.
I remember many, many nights getting home 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Harry Dude says 5 a.m. That's almost bedtime. Yeah, we know you. You're a late night worker. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Want some coffee?
The cat might want some coffee. I'll pour it all over her.
I doubt the cat's going to want coffee.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Right on. But yeah, let's see. Henry says, is there a woodworking jig that you use the most, considering making one of those mini workbenches to bring up closer to work on? I know exactly what you're talking about, like those mini workbenches. And I have considered those before. I forget exactly what they called. I think they have a like a name for them. But yeah, it's like a small workbench that you put on top of your big workbench to lift up your work, and it looks super handy. Um, I might at some point build something like that. Probably the jigs that I use the most are I mean, and I'm not sure if this is exactly the kind of jig you're looking for, but my crosscut jig for my table saw. That's probably one of my most used jigs. It's not quite like a work holding jig, but it is a jig, and I use it a lot. Even on the little projects, that maybe aren't even for a video, I'll use that thing. Like I used it the other day, just to cut a couple pieces down. But that's probably one that I use the most. As far as like a work holding type jig, I'm trying to think what other jigs that I use as much as that. I don't know, really. I think one of those workbench deals could be kind of cool, really. Yeah, because I find a lot of times that, I'm sure that's the reason you're considering this. You're trying to work on something and it's down on your workbench. It's not really at the optimum level, right? To be able to see your work. So by being able to put it on another workbench to raise everything up, I think would be pretty awesome. And I think that could be a very useful item. Robert says, "How are you doing for the show prep?" Good, I think.
You think?
We're coming down. The show is this weekend. I'm now just in the final touches. I keep thinking of things that I need to do. Making little email lists, sign up papers, and stuff like that, just to make sure that that I have everything. I still have to get a power strip and make sure I have all the cables and things around. But overall, all the big stuff's done. I've got a set of strings to put on one guitar, and other than that, everything's ready. But I'm just kind of going through my mental checklist, making sure that I have everything, and I keep thinking of other little things here and there to take care of. But overall, the prep is going well. I'm getting super excited. Robert says, like the one that Tamar from 4x4 Customs built about 8 months ago. I feel like I might have seen that. We're getting swarmed by geese. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm. Guys.
But yeah, like those little workbench deals. John says, "Have you set up for the show at home?" Not yet. I haven't yet. But that's going to happen probably either tomorrow or Friday. Probably tomorrow. I'm going to set everything up as best I can. I don't have the exact size table that I'm going to have there, but I can kind of get the general idea. That way, I can work out all the cables, all the cords, everything that I'm going to need, and just make sure that it's all there. And then I have a couple of days still to be able to run out and get whatever I need for it. So yeah, I will definitely be doing a complete dry run setup at home before getting up there. At least so I have an idea of how everything's going to be set up. So that's the plan. We will do it.
You're loud.
What? Sorry.
Better.
See, if I whisper, then no one will hear me.
Except me.
That's why we have two ears. So when I blow this one out. But yeah, John will be doing that. Henry says, "Do you get along with geese? Everyone knows someone that's been bit by one." Lots of people. I gotta scoot you up, kiddo. You're like slipping. There we go. This chair ain't built for the both of us.
No.
So we have. Don't. Careful, you're gonna fall off. We don't have a.
Hey, you pushed me.
Super. We have a ton of geese here in the spring and throughout a good portion of the summer. Every single one here is, even if they don't want to be around us, none of them, not a one, has ever been aggressive. Like, I've been around geese. What are you doing?
I don't know.
I've been around geese a lot, and I've never had one get aggressive with me. I hear, people always say, "Oh, those geese, watch out, they'll get you."
They're so mean.
Yeah. We've never had any bad experience. I've never had a bad experience, even as a kid, with geese. So, yeah, I would say overall, these guys are fine here. Like, they come up, once the grass starts growing, they come up, they're really up into the yard, pecking around and looking for, I don't know, whatever they eat, bugs and grass or whatever. We've never had one. Like, we could be out there, we'll throw them bread once in a while. Don't tell anyone. And they'll come right up a lot of times.
The other day they ate waffles.
They'll come right up, and we've never had an issue. Year after year, they're fine. We actually enjoy them. They kind of get a little bit loud once in a while, but they get aggressive with each other. But they've never even tried to bite us. So yeah,
they've hissed every once in a while, but
yeah, they'll hiss at you like if you get a little too close. But then they just end up going the other way, and they never charge us. The community barn cats even will go out there and around them, and they'll like hiss at them and stuff.
They won't even run.
Sometimes they'll puff up, if the cat gets too close. But yeah, they don't. They're not aggressive at all. Not a one of them, to date anyway. Who knows? This year, maybe we'll get one, but I really don't think we will. Nope. Oh, you keep slipping down here, kiddo. Oh.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Let's try that. I'm going to shift a little bit here and we'll readjust if we need to. Oh, now nobody can see you.
No, you.
All right, you're going to have to host the live. Ladies and gentlemen, Haley to the Home Built Workshop Wednesday Live. Now you have to read and answer.
You're not here.
The viewer submitted questions and comments. There we go. All right. Robert says, back when I was still working, I had to help set up for some of the conventions we had. A few times we had to put together something like 25 computer tables that had to be screwed together. Ooh, that's quite a lot of tables. You want to put together 25 tables?
No, but I did just drop the leather thing. Oh,
That's
well.
fine.
Bye-bye.
We have more. That's a lot. Thankfully, for this, I don't really have to set up the tables. They're going to have the tables and stuff already there. I mean, just the bare tables. We just have to set up our own, our own stuff, our own displays and whatnot. Hanging a banner and all that sort of thing. But yeah, thankfully we don't have to screw together our own tables. Although that would be kind of fun. They just give you a pile of stuff in your booth space and say, DIY, assemble it yourself. Henry says, have you used any local woods for projects from the area? I've been thinking of using some aspen. Would be nice to have more hardwood trees local. I have done a lot of projects with local timbers. Basically, if you watch any of my videos, and I'm using elm, I usually try to say what I'm using. Any of the projects where I'm using elm, that is all local sourced elm, actually from our yard. We had some fairly large elm trees that had to unfortunately come down 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. And I slabbed it all up, and I've used that stuff for a lot of projects. I use that quite a bit. I've used some aspen. I'm not a fan of aspen. I like the way it looks, but it smells. The smell is not great, in my opinion. And that makes it not all that fun to use. I do like the color, different shades in the grain. But I've used some local aspen that's come out of Colorado Springs. Mainly, mainly it's elm. Ours in particular is Siberian elm that we have here. I've also used silver maple. I got a log of that 2 years ago, maybe, and I've used quite a bit of that, as well as I have some. I think it's cottonwood. I still have to finish slicing that up. Cottonwood's not super great because it's not really. It's a hardwood, but it's not super hard. But I do have a giant log of it. That's that log out here that we got to saw up one of these days. But mainly, I do like elm. I really like the look of it. Kind of that brown, almost not quite walnut brown, but I feel like it starts to get into that walnut brown shade, sort of, and I just think it looks really nice. But yeah, I wish we had more trees around here, but we just don't. But yeah, I'd like to find some more local hardwood stuff. I know a couple of tree people that I want to reach out to maybe this spring and see if I can find find some sources for some more stuff. But yeah, mostly, Henry, it would be elm. I'm starting to notice a little stuttering here on the video, so I'm not sure. Hopefully we don't run into some video issues here. Excuse me.
I guess I gotta take over now.
Yeah, take over. Read what Scott says.
No.
Scott says, are you going to take some videos of the space and stuff and then share when you get back? Yes, absolutely. I'm going to do my best to try to do a kind of a vlog style video of the show. Basically from, starting up in the morning, maybe getting my coffee, loading up and heading up there, as well as the booth and some things going on at the show. And then I'll put that together in a little episode, maybe the week after the show. I also have been considering jumping on a live while at the show. I don't know yet what to expect at the show. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do that, but if I feel like I will, then I'll definitely, go live, just maybe on the phone or something, and we'll do like a live walk around or something like that. Or maybe just bring up the live while I'm there at the booth. I thought something like that might be kind of fun. But that's going to depend on what kind of time I have while there. If it's nonstop, interacting with people, I may not be able to do the live, but it is. If I feel like I can pull it off, then I'll jump on and we'll do maybe a short live. But I will definitely be sharing some video from that. If it's not in a live form, it will be in kind of the vlog style form, like I did last year. Robert says, I bought a cordless drill and some bits to help put them together. They were delivered in boxes, and we had to unbox and assemble. Yeah, I guess it might not be too bad, right? You got a drill that buzzes the screws in there, set up the tables, move on to the next. Henry says, I've always wanted to learn more about how to identify trees while they are still, alive. I only can really tell when it's in a board. That they're... I feel like I am not an expert on that, but I'm also fairly confident in quite a few of the species. The problem I find around here is there's just not that many species to really get good on. Back east, yeah, we have a cedar in our yard. We have a pinyon pine. We have Siberian elm.
Another different kind of pine.
We have cottonwood, I believe. Those are the ones that get kind of hard for me. The poplar species, like cottonwood and poplar. Even the silver maple's not quite part of that, but all of those kind of blur together to me. So I need to study a few of those more myself. There are apps that you can get on the phone. I've tried one or two of them, but I haven't found one that I feel works really well. Some of them, they say you can even scan like the end grain of a log and it'll tell you. Like, I don't know how it can tell that, but maybe. Robert says the worst smelling wood I've ever worked with was zebra wood. Looks pretty nice, but smells yucky. I don't know if I've ever used zebra wood. Some of my favorite ones to work. Yeah, actually, that'd be a good one. Leave it in the comments. Your favorite, your most and least favorite woods. One of my most favorites, of course, black walnut. You know, is just has a smell that I really enjoy. I like bocote or bocote, however you say that. It smells like pickles. It smells like dill pickles, and that one's really cool. Sassafras. Sassafras is cool to work. Smells like peppers, like not hot peppers, but like spicy pepper. You know, like black pepper. It's really cool. And of course, aspen smells not great.
Bye-bye.
Henry says, I only know Ponderosa pine because it smells like vanilla. Oh, the old Ponderosa. The pines are the ones that are a little tricky for me, that I'm not 100% comfortable being able to just go, yeah, that's a Ponderosa pine. That's a, that's an Engelmann spruce. That's a, those are the ones I need more practice. Paul says, gotta go. Zebra wood smells like pee when you work with it. Kind of like, what's the other one that smells like that? Is it white oak? Is that the one that I forget? It's been a little while since I worked with that. Now, Paul says, have a great week. Right on, man. You too. We'll see you. We'll see you next time. Henry says, olive wood smells like olives.
I mean,
that makes sense, right?
valid.
Yeah, that's valid.
I'm falling again. There.
And my leg's starting to fall asleep. Robert says the piece I worked with was made into a Native American wooden flute. Aha, hold on. Oh, there we go. And when being worked, it smelled like dog poo. Ugh. Gross. All right, my leg is seriously going to sleep. We're going to switch sides if we can.
I don't think we can. I'm going to fall in the trash can.
Yeah, I'm going to scooch a little bit. There, sit up. There. Wow, you're mighty close.
There.
Wow. That's not going to work.
Whoops.
All right. I gotta.
Moved it.
Hang on. Hold still. I'm resituating here without trying to knock things over. There, let's try that. Is that better or worse?
That's better.
All right, Henry says, gotta head out. Have a great day and good luck prepping for the show. Thanks, man. And I hope you're able to come to the show. It opens at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
10 o'clock a.m.
Isn't it 10 now?
Yes,
It is 10
Gatto.
Yeah, right on, Henry.
Starts now and goes till 4.
Not today. This Sunday, the 26th. Yeah, hope you can make it, man. That'd be awesome. Stop by, grab some stickers, play some guitars. Right on. Yeah, we're about at the hour. So guys, if you got any last minute questions, comments, suggestions, get them in now. Also, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button. Tell the old YouTube algorithm thing, whoever that guy is, that you enjoy these lives. Robert says, have a good one, Henry. Yeah, we're getting a little video stuttering. It keeps stalling out there. But so far, it hasn't said we're disconnected, so. Yeah, I guess we're gonna wrap this up too. And we gotta get to work. I'm gonna get you a crowbar and hammer. We got some stuff to take apart. See the excitement?
Woohoo! Yay! It's so exciting. So exciting.
Cool. Right on, guys. Yeah, let's wrap this up. We got some stuff to do. I got some show prep to get back to. And yeah. Again, like I mentioned, if you're anywhere near the Denver area this weekend, Sunday is the guitar show in North Glen at the Delta Hotel. Starts at 10 a.m. That's early bird is 10 a.m. Regular admission starts at 11. Love to meet any of you that can get out and stop by. So many cool instruments are going to be there. Some of mine, as well as some friends of mine, as well as a whole bunch of other people. Come meet Greg with Skyscraper Guitars. He's going to be there with some of his awesome orange tools. It's just going to be a good time, and I'm super excited for it. Robert says, I watched different Guitar Factory tours this past week. One was Martin. The other one was in Asia somewhere. I watched one or two last week, I think. Harry Dude says, catch you all later, folks. I got to keep swearing at stage lights. Right on, man. Don't electrocute yourself. Robert says, everyone stay safe and healthy. Right on, guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in to this Wednesday Live here at Home Built Workshop with Haley. So I hope you guys all have an awesome week and get out into your workshops, make some awesome stuff. And yeah, thanks again. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Later, guys. Bye.